Dear students, welcome to the session of coordinate geometry. In the previous session, we discussed about the perpendicular distance from point to the line and some applications. One application is there. In this session, we will learn about it. And after that, so distance between the parallel lines concept and one formula is there and one or two applications. And after that, concurrent lines or family of lines or system of lines. Okay, so now see the problem based on the perpendicular distance. Okay, it is very important in IP point of view and objective point of view also it is important. Okay, now see this problem. Find the equation of the straight lines passing through the point of intersection of the lines and whose distance from the point 2 comma minus 1 is 2 units. So try to draw the figure. So we have to find out the equation of the line which is passing through point of intersection of the two lines. If suppose these are the two lines intersecting at this point, let it be P. We have to find out the equation of the lines passing through this point and which are having 2 unit distance from another point. If suppose this is the position of the given point, what is the coordinates of, what are the coordinates? 2 comma minus 1. We have to find out the two lines which are passing through this point and having 2 units from this point. Suppose this is the one of the line passing this point and having the distance 2 units. And there exists another line, this distance also 2. So these are the possible lines. We have to find out these two equations. Understand? So which are passing through the point and having 2 unit distance from 2 comma minus 1. Okay, already it is passing through P. Just find out the coordinates of the point P and write the equation of the line passing through P and having 2 unit distance from this line. So first of all, solve the given two equations. So the given equations are what are they? 3x plus 2y plus 4 equal to 0, comma 2x plus 5y equal to 1. 2x plus 5y is equal to 1. Now find out point of intersection of these two. So how can you solve it? By YCX method. YCX means just starting with, otherwise by eliminating method also we can find out. So here the y coefficient is 2, constant is 4, 3, 2, like this. And again similarly start with y coefficient of the second equation 5, constant minus 1 equal to 0 form, minus 1 and x coefficient is 2 and 5. So now here x, y and 1 is there. So AD minus BC, AD minus BC, AD minus BC like that. So now come to x by AD 2 into minus 1 minus 2 minus 4, 5 into 4, 20. That is equal to y by 4 into 2, 8 minus 1 into 3, minus 3, that means plus 3 is equal to 1 by 3 into 5, 15 minus 4. So now write down x by minus 22 and y by 11, 1 by 11. From these two, just by taking these two, we can write x value and from these two y value. So here, from these two, x is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to 1. Now the coordinates of point P is equal to minus 2 comma 1. Coordinates of equal to minus 2 comma 1. Now here we have to find out these two equations. Okay, so let us take the required equation slope is m. Let m be the slope of the required equation and it is passing through 2 comma 1. I write down the equation of this line. By using the distance formula, you can find out the m value. If you know m and p, you can write the equations. Okay, now come to this. Now let m be the slope of required line. Now equation of the straight line passing through equation of straight line passing through this point minus 2 comma 1 and having slope m and having slope m is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, x minus half minus 2. Now from this you can write mx minus y, mx minus y plus 2m plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. Let us take this is equal to equation 1. Now here we have to find out m value. Given that this is the required equation, given that this is having 2 unit distance from 2 comma minus 1, therefore given that the perpendicular distance from q 2 comma minus 1 to 1 is 2 units. Now 2 is equal to modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c. That means ax1 modulus of m into 2, 2m, ax1 plus by1, that means minus 1 of minus 1 plus 1 plus 2m plus 1 by root of a square plus b square, that means m square plus 1. Now from this we have to find out m value. 2m plus 2m, 4m plus 2. So 2 into root of m square plus 1 is equal to 4m plus 2. That means 2 into 2m plus 1. 2 will get cancelled. Just squaring on both sides, we will get a relation in terms of m, second degree equation. From that we will get 2 values for m. So squaring on both sides, m square plus 1 is equal to a plus b whole square, 4m square plus 4m plus 1. So 1 will get cancelled. 4m square minus m square, 3m square plus 4m equal to 0. 3m square plus 4m equal to 0. Now from this we can write m into 3m plus 4. This implies m into 3m plus 4 equal to 0. Therefore, either m equal to 0 or m is equal to minus 4 by 3. With respect to these two values, from this equation, we will get two equations. Now, the required equations are the required equations are, what are the required equations? Just simply substitute m values in these two equations. Otherwise, here also no problem. So, from 1 or this one, you can take any equation. First one is, just take m equal to, if m equal to 0, implies y minus 1 equal to 0 into x plus 2. This implies y minus 1 equal to 0. This is the first equation. Case 2. If m is equal to minus 4 by 3, then the equation is y minus 1 equal to minus 4 by 3 into x plus 2. Okay, just to simplify this equation. So 3y minus 3 equal to minus 4x minus 8. 3y minus 3 equal to minus 4x minus 8. So from this we can write 4x plus 3y 8 minus 3 plus 5 equal to 0. These two are the required equations. So see the question. Find the equation of the straight lines passing through point of intersection of these two and having 2 unit distance from this point. Okay, so first of all solve these two equations. We get minus 2 comma 1 is the point of intersection. You have to find out these two equations. So let us take the m be the slope of the required line and write the equation of the line passing this point and having the slope. So this is the equation. Here unknown is m. We want to find the m with the help of the distance formula. Just take distance equal to 2 units from this point to the required line. So here we are getting two values for m. One is 0 and another one is minus 4 by 3. So with the help of m values from the equation 1 we will get two equations. This is very important for 7 marks point of view in IP. So now see one of the theorem. Distance between the parallel lines. Distance between the parallel lines. There is not important in examination point of view. So formula is important. Okay. So here the given two lines are clearly parallel because the x and y coefficients are same. Just only differ by constants. There is difference in only constants. So suppose these are the positions of the two lines. Suppose these are the two lines. We have to find out the distance between them. But we know the distance formula for the distance from point to the line. But here the two lines are, first one is ax plus by plus c1 equal 0 and the second one is ax plus by plus c2 equal 0. These are the two lines. Clearly these two are parallel. So we know the formula for the distance from point to the line. But here we have to find out the distance between the lines. Let us take a point P x1 comma y1 be any point on the first equation, first line. Here the distance between the parallel lines is nothing but distance from point P to the second line. Okay, so here the proof is the given equations are 1 and 2. The given equations are ax plus by plus c1 equal 0, it will be 1, and ax plus by plus c2 equal 0, it is 2. Let px1 comma y1 be any point on the first line. That means this implies, so if it point lies on the one means it satisfies the one equation. ax1 plus by1 plus c1 equal to 0. Let it be 3. Now find out the distance from this point to this line. The distance from this point to this line is nothing but distance between them. Understand? Now the perpendicular distance from px1 y1 to equation 2, that is equal to, perpendicular distance is equal to mod of ax1 plus by1 plus c2 by root of a square plus b square is equal to the perpendicular distance from point to this to equal to the distance between the parallel lines. The distance between the two parallel lines. One and two. Distance between the parallel lines is nothing but distance from point to this. Okay, so the distance between the lines is equal to perpendicular distance from Px1, y1 to. Therefore, the perpendicular distance from Px1, y1 to this line is modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c2 by root of a square plus b square. From equation 3, ax1 plus by1 equal to minus c1. So from equation 3, ax1 plus by1 is equal to minus c1. So replace this by minus c1 here. We will get minus c1 plus c2 by root of a square plus b square. Here we can write c2 minus t1 or c1 minus t2. Modulus is there. Or modulus of c1 minus c2 by root of a square plus b square. If the two lines are parallel, we can find out the distance between them by using this formula. What is the formula? Modulus of c1 minus c2 by root of x coefficient square plus y coefficient square. It is applicable only when the x and y coefficients are same. If the ratio is same, then also they are parallel. But if you want to apply this formula, you should change the coefficients of x and y are equal. What is the coefficient? First you have to change both the equations, bring into same coefficients. X coefficients and y coefficients separately equal. Then only you can apply this formula. Find the distance between the parallel straight lines 3x plus 4y minus 3 equal 0 and 6x plus 8y minus 1 equal 0. He is saying these two are parallel lines, but the coefficients are not equal, but the ratio is same. See, 3 by 6 equal 1 by 2, 4 by 8 1 by 2, a1 by a2 equal b1 by b2. That means these two are parallel. If you want to apply distance between the parallel lines formula, first of all change the coefficients, make them equal. So what are the given equations are what are they? 3x plus 4y minus 3 equal 0. First one, 3x plus 4y minus 3 equal 0. And second one is 6x plus 8y minus 1 equal 0. 6x plus 8y minus 1 equal to 0. Here observe that a1 by a2 equal to 1 by 2, b1 by b2 is also 1 by 2. Okay, they are parallel, but the coefficients are not equal. So first of all make them equal. So for this, let us take this is equation 1, this is equals 2. To make equal coefficients, just multiplying this equation by 2. Just 2 into 1 gives 6x plus 8y minus 6 equal to 0. So 1 becomes this. Here now observe these two equations. Here x coefficient 6 and y coefficient 8 both are equal. So now we can apply formula. What is the formula? The distance between the parallel lines parallel lines ax plus by plus c1 equal 0 and a2x plus ax plus by plus c2 equal to 0. Just only differ by constants is modulus of c1 minus c2 by square root of a square plus b square. Now apply for this and this 2 and 3, distance between 2 and 3 is equal to, so what is the distance between the given lines? The distance between the given lines distance between the given lines equal to modulus of C1 minus C2. That means minus 6 minus of minus 1. C1 minus 6, C2 minus 1. C1 minus of C2 whole divided by root of a square plus b square. 6 square 36 plus 8 square 64. This is equal to minus 6 plus 1. Minus 6 plus 1 minus 5 whole divided by root of 36 plus 64 100. This is equal to 5 by 10, that is equal to 1 by 2. Distance between the two parallels is equal to 1 by 2. So you remember one thing, if you want to apply the distance between the parallels formula, first of all observe the coefficients of x and y. If they are same, x coefficients are equal, y coefficients are equal from both the equations, then only you can apply this formula. Okay, right. So now see this theorem. L1 equal 0, L2 equal 0, L3 equal 0 is three straight lines. No two of which are parallel. Then these lines are concurrent if and only if sigma of a1 into b2c3 minus b3c2 equal 0 or determinant of a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2, a3 b3 c3 equal 0. Generally, the concurrent lines means they are passing through one common point. Already we discussed about the concurrent lines and point of congruency. But that method takes some time. In objective point of view, you can't use that type of method. So for that, we are introducing two formulas, these two. With the help of these two formulas, we can find out whether the given lines are concurrent or not, and we can find out the condition in case of the lines are concurrent. Okay, just you remember these two formulas. Okay, you can use any one of these. Both give same as the determinant of that is nothing but this one. Okay, see this problem. If the three straight lines are concurrent, then prove that condition a cube plus b cube plus c cube equal 3abc. Suppose the given lines are, take 1, 2, 3. First line, second line, third line. We have to prove that a cube plus b cube plus c cube equal 3abc when they are concurrent. They are concurrent means these three lines must be satisfied either one of these two conditions. So take any one of these two. Suppose these three lines are given that these three lines are congruent. So now take determinant of these three lines equal to 0. That means determinant of ABC, BCA and CAB is equal to 0. Just find out the determinant and equate to 0, then we will get a condition. That's the result. Okay, so now the determinant of these two, A into AD minus BC, A into BC minus A square minus B into, just in case of this, leave this column and this row, AB minus AC. Next plus C into AB minus C square, AB minus C square equal to 0. Okay, now multiplying these two, then we'll get ABC minus A cube. This implies ABC minus A cube minus ABC, here ABC minus A cube. Okay, next A into B square minus AC, sorry, here this is B square. B square means, that means minus B cube plus ABC, minus B cube plus ABC. Next one, plus ABC minus C cube, plus ABC plus ABC minus CQ is equal to 0. This implies 3ABC, ABC, 3ABC is equal to AQ plus BQ plus CQ. So this is the condition when the three lines are concurrent. Okay, these formulas were very important for objective point of view. Okay, now see this problem. Find the value of k if the three lines are concurrent. Here we can use any method. So the first method, IP method, is what is that? Just solving any two and substitute in third equation. That means here unknown is there in the first equation. First solves 2 and 3 and substitute that point in the third equation equal to 0. Then we'll get k. That is the IP method. And one more method is there, determinant method. Already used it in this problem, just previous problem. So here we want to find k. So better to use determinant method. So determinant of these three lines equal to 0. Then we'll get k value. Okay. So what are the given lines are the given equations. The given equations are, what are they? So 2x minus 3y plus k equal to 0, that is the first equation. And what is second equation? 3x minus 4y minus 13 equal to 0, that it be 2. And 8x minus 11y, 8x minus 11y minus 33 equal to 0, that it be 3. So given that the three lines are concurrent, find k. Concurrent means determinant of three lines equal to 0. That is one of the method. Otherwise, by solving these two, we will get 1 point and substitute in the first equation. Okay, now take the determinant of these three lines. Now the determinant of line 2 minus 3k, 3 minus 4 minus 13, 8 minus 11 minus 33. Now find out the determinant of this, the value of this. So you have given that these three lines are concurrent, that means the determinant of this equal to 0. If suppose he asks to show that the concurrent, then find out the determinant, whether the determinant equal to 0. You can say that the lines are concurrent. Here already we have given that the three lines are concurrent. Okay, so with respect to that condition, we have to find out k value. So now take the determinant is equal to 0. From this we will get a k value. So expand this determinant. 2 into minus 4 into minus 33. Minus plus 4 into 33 minus 11 into minus 33 plus 11 into 33, 13. Minus of minus 3, that means plus 3 into AD minus BC, 2 into minus 3, minus the 2 into minus 33, minus 8 into k, plus k into AD minus BC, 3 into minus 11, minus 8 into minus 4. Is equal to 0. Just to simplify this, 2 into 4 into 33, 142, next minus 11 into 33, 143. Sorry. Okay, right. Next, plus 3 into 2 into minus 33, minus 66, minus 8k, plus k into minus 33 plus 32. Here 142 minus 143 minus 1 into 2 minus 2 minus 3 into 66 minus 198 minus 24k minus 33 plus 32 minus 1, that is equal to minus k, is equal to 0. Here minus 24k minus k minus 25k minus 2 minus 198 minus 200 minus 25k. That means 25k is equal to minus 200. So from this, k is equal to, okay, this is the how to find k value when the three lines are concurrent. Okay, right. Thank you.